All right, welcome back, HardForkers. Revealing himself for the very first time in HardForking history, Jordan Oliwa.
Yeah, aka Johnny Gonzo. The cat's out of the bag. I fucking doxed myself. Oh no.
Boom. And Dan. Dan's here to teach us all about non-fungible tokens today. As most of you know, I've been very much a Bitcoin maximalist. Spread my wings a wee bit into the other things happening in Bitcoin. Now we're going full alt. So I'm going to let you guys do most of the talking, seeing as my body of knowledge around this particular area of the crypto space is extremely limited. So maybe Dan, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about who you are, and you're going to educate us on non-fungible tokens today.
Yeah. So I'm Dan, developer, CEO, CTO of nonfungible.com. We built the website to track market history of different non-fungible tokens. So stuff like in-game items, metaverse, real estate, collectibles, stuff like that. So we kind of show line by line or sale by sale every asset sold. So we've been building that for about 2 years now, doing weekly blogging, news, really keeping the industry up to date. So that's what I do. We release tons of analysis, tons of reports, and everything like that.
Excellent. So what exactly is a non-fungible token? I mean, let's assume I know nothing, and a lot of the people watching know nothing about non-fungible tokens. What's the absolute bare basics, and we'll take it from there.
So non-fungible tokens are unique digital assets on the blockchain. So stuff like collectibles, I'm sure you've heard of crypto kitties, or maybe you haven't. So every kitty is unique. This other project I'm interested in, and that we launched our platform from, with Decentraland. It's all virtual real estate, so you own a specific plot of land in this virtual world, and that's stored on the blockchain. It's immutable, trustless, censorship resistant, all that fun stuff that you get from blockchain. So there's a ton of different use cases with NFTs. Anything requiring true digital ownership of any kind of digital item is a use case for NFTs.
Right. Okay.
You
Jordan, do you want to jump in and firstly tell us a bit about yourself, what you do in this space, and your experience in the non-fungible token area?
Yeah, for sure. Well, my background is that I'm an animator by trade. Classical, old school, 2D dinosaur, drawing stuff, designing, storyboarding, directing. Kind of got tired of working for the mass media. Got into crypto, just like there's got to be a better way. Went, bought a bit of Bitcoin, bought a bit of Ethereum, and then just started researching, like looking into like all these different projects, understanding the value of NFTs, like because of my art, wanted to get more value out of it. Like, I can put my art online and get paid per piece, and you see who's got the money, they can pay you directly. So all that stuff was super appealing to me. And as I was just researching, I came across Decentraland, which was like, whoa, this sounds super cool. And I'm constantly like, I've 4 or 5 steps ahead, and I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. Buy a bunch of shit. And then like I got it in 2018, right? So buy stuff, and then, and I'm like, come on, this is supposed to be the next best thing. Except for the fact that I had no idea how the market works. So I spent the past 2 years just researching projects, finding stuff that's working, and it would be like, I'd read a white paper, be like, is there a project, a product, download it, see if it worked. And then I just ended up Decentraland, which led me to Dan. And on Twitter we met. Basically he was like, hey, any, people looking to help build some stuff, Decentraland. I just hit him up. I'm like, yeah, man, I want to build some stuff in Decentraland. So we started talking, we started developing a thing called Toke Social, which is a cannabis resort, or cannabis connoisseur resort. So we've got, 11 parcels in Decentraland, right, in the States?
Yeah, there's 11 there.
Yeah. So Dan's a district leader there, and I've been conceptualizing what it's going to look like, and then we were partners with another guy. who's also in Canada. He's helping build the stuff out, and we've just been developing that slowly. We've talked about other projects, and I mean, I was really super impressed that Dan came up with this NFT site so long ago, because it was like, you could tell you saw the future, man. It's like totally visionary. Everybody was like, NFTs, yeah, whatever, Decentraland, yeah, whatever. But meanwhile, you're building the foundation, and seeing how much it's grown in the last little while has been really awesome to see. So that's kind of like how me and Dan got hooked up, and just, you know, this crypto journey, man, seeing how it all develops and working together.
So, I mean, let's have a look at maybe Decentraland and talk us through a bit more about what that is, and give us some examples exactly of what NFTs are and what you guys are doing in that space.
If anybody doesn't know what Decentraland is, it's basically like what Ready Player One, exactly like Second Life, except for it's on a blockchain, right? So you create your avatar, you explore the world, right? And at this point now, everybody's just developing their little parcels, which is like was it 12 meters by 12 meters real space, or is it 15?
They upgraded it to 16, I believe.
Oh, 16, yeah. So 16 meters by 16 meters for your parcel.
Right in the center, you have Genesis City, and there's other areas around the map in the north, the west, the south, the east. We're building a small little district up in the northwest corner called Toke Social, sort of just like a hangout at first, where we can hopefully put some information to educate the public on different things. And just a place to socialize and maybe hopefully pick up product in the future when that becomes, like, wherever that is legal. So yeah, we connected to do that there. There's a ton of different possibilities with NFTs. There's a bunch of other games building within Decentraland using NFTs as well, which is really exciting. Like race car games, just different kind of, simple games within Decentraland, as well as like content experiences, virtual shopping malls, stuff like that.
You can go and smoke weed there if you're not allowed to do it in certain countries, right? Is that what Decentraland's all about?
Decentralized, man. It's all decentralized. Exactly. That's a theory. But yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot of people already using Decentraland for hangouts, you know, like this chat that we're doing. You know, they would just go into a room, they'd have their avatars, everybody would talk, you know, have meetings, meetups and stuff, right? So the idea would be you'd go in there, you'd hang out, you're both ready to smoke a joint, sit around, have fun, talk shit. Then we want to do a lot of educational about how to grow, right? So we've developed all these little plants, and we're thinking like a Tamagotchi kind of idea. You know, you get your seeds, you grow them up, right? You can bring them back when they're full, sell those for, you know, appreciate the value of them and stuff, all the collectible kind of stuff.
Cool. So that's Decentraland. I think I get that now. So obviously, if you know, as far as sort of speculators in the crypto space, you know, looking to buy assets that appreciate, talk us through how that all works. And you know, you trade these tokens. You're obviously, a lot of people are just playing a price speculation game as well, or is it more a practical scenario for the actual holding of?
I mean, with Decentraland, it seems a bit more like you've got more like a real, it's kind of tied more to like a real estate market, you know, where you like finding the slum, and you're like, oh, this is going to be gentrified in a couple of years. So you buy your dirt cheap little parcel, wait for the neighborhood to get better, or you can develop it yourself, right? You can make it a gallery, or they've got these really good plug and play builders. So you can start building out your little parcels, and then you can resell them.
Yep.
So there's token price, and then there's also the speculation of the land. And they've worked in like leasing, where you can lease out your place, and you can rent your place out, right?
So maybe give us a few more.
There's also
give us a few more examples of non-fungible tokens outside of Decentraland. I mean, Dan, they're all listed on your website. I saw the other day. Do you maybe want to do a quick screen share?
Yeah. So right now, sort of the top projects are metaverse-like projects, so other virtual reality projects.
Yep.
Just looking at it now as well, that like, so Gods Unchained is a card trading platform or a card game like Magic the Gathering. Crypto Kitties.
So Dan, you basically have built Mt. Gox version 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. Except it's all non-fungible tokens. Like we were solely focused on NFTs, and currently only on the Ethereum blockchain. But yeah. we're
Is
getting
there any other? Is there any other ones coming up?
coming up. Well, F1 Delta Time just released today.
Oh yeah.
So that's like officially licensed Formula One collectible cars, and they're building a whole little game around it where you race around the track and stuff like that. So,
Oh, but I mean, that's still on Ethereum.
that one's on Ethereum as well. Yes. Yeah.
So is it? I mean, are there any other blockchains with NFTs
Oh yeah,
that you're going to cover?
Yes. Oh, that we're going to cover? Yeah, definitely. EOS and Tron are on there for sure. They have a little bit of volume. They're doing some things with NFTs.
Oh, I didn't even realize Tron had NFTs already.
Actually, some Ethereum games have moved. Well, they've created copies of their game on Tron.
Okay.
And you can transfer the NFTs, I believe, back and forth between the two chains. So that's kind of cool.
Well, interoperability.
There's some other minor chains coming out with NFTs as well.
And is it the same as Ethereum, where it's like, you know, the ER721 as opposed to just the?
No, it's a similar
Tron
standard, but it's a different coding language. So.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So you know, for the Tone Vases of the world who love to call absolutely everything scams and shit coins,
Right.
what do you guys have to say to those people on NFTs?
NFTs are the next tokenized. Like, they can represent so many different things in a utility aspect. That they're providing use cases that they are not solely for speculation, because you can do something with them. Yeah. Bitcoin is not necessarily truly for speculation. It's aiming to be a currency and all this other stuff, but yeah, NFTs are all about utility, in my opinion. We have our own versions of shit coins as well, just the same, but primarily they're utility coins.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many uses. Like, you're seeing content creators, artists, you know, like they're monetizing the stuff that they do by making NFTs, right? So obviously, you know, each system might not have the ultimate decentralized ideals or.
So how do you go about sort of weeding the good from the bad, in your opinion?
Just watching the community, trying to be part of the community, talk to the people involved, the team involved, using a little bit of common sense, check their social media for different indicators if they're buying traffic, stuff like that. Yeah. For the technical, for someone technical like me, it's easy to say that it's easy to spot them out, but yeah, it's just try and be involved before you go and spend your money. Right.
So is your website a good sort of first port of call, Dan? Do you do analysis and that type of thing, or what's the crux of it all?
We do a lot of, we definitely provide services targeted towards the speculation market. Yep. So people who want to come and find out how much a specific asset sold for in the past, what they can expect for it. So it's a good place to get involved. We do content every week, posting reviews about different games, different non-fungible tokens that are coming out. So, and we do major curation on the stuff we write. So,
sure. I mean, just from a disclaimer point of view, I know in the crypto content space now, you've got to sort of disclose holdings. I mean, what do you guys actually have in the space as far as ownership of various NFTs and tokens?
I own a lot of NFTs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You got everything. I just have Decentraland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just bought some parcels 2 years back.
You're not a proper shitcoiner, Jordan.
What are you talking about? I got lots of shitcoins. Just not a bunch of NFTs. I just don't have a lot of NFT shitcoins.
Yeah.
No, but I totally saw the opportunity with Decentraland. You know, it's like you're buying at the ground level, literally, before it's done anything. And, you know, like everything was tanking. And I was like, holy shit, these parcels are so cheap. Like, I got 4 parcels and I started talking to Dan. And so we're developing another bunch of parcels. And then I have another friend that's in crypto here. He just again, speculating, he bought 6 parcels. So we have so many parcels to develop and not enough time to develop them.
I remember looking at Decentraland back in probably 2017. I wonder whether I actually owned some at some point. Actually, is it Mana coin? Is that the one?
Mana, yeah.
Yes.
Mana, right.
Yeah, they did the ICO in 17, right, Dan?
Yeah.
At the end?
Yeah.
I think
they did 2, yeah.
They did 2. Right, and then
they
also
They had some technical difficulties on the first one, and then they did the second one.
Okay.
And then what they also did.
What are the sort of the competing in that space? What are the competing offerings out there? I mean, would a Second Life be a direct competitor? Is that the sort of game it's playing? It's just like a blockchain version of a Second Life, or?
Well,
I suppose. Actually, their metaverses are pretty popular for use case for NFTs. So there are a few other projects doing similar things.
The other interesting thing that they did is they had an auction, right? So the Genesis block, right? They built the land, right? How many parcels is it?
90,000 something, more than 90,000, just a little bit more than 90,000.
And then they started auctioning them off, right, for the first round. And
Yep.
they just did another one recently, I think, well, maybe 6 months, 8 months ago, right? So there's been two land auctions.
Yeah, they did 2 land auctions after this. So they did 3 total.
Yeah, right. Which is kind of neat. You know, it's like you can see they've got tons of press from like Forbes and, you know, people seeing the connection between VR and like, hey, it's the new gold rush for property.
So Dan, if I want to sort of dip my toe into the NFT space, give me your top 3 things that you think I should do to have what should I look at, and you know what from a sort of a use point of view, and maybe even from a speculation point of view, what do you think the key things to look at right now?
Obviously, you can't go wrong with Decentraland. Once you're in there, you're a content creator. You're part of their ecosystem. Like Jordan was saying, like you're getting in there and you're going in there to build stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Cool. It's cool. All the tools they've developed already, right? Like they make it so user
Oh
friendly.
yeah.
Like when we first got into it, I was like, I'm fucked. I don't know anything about this coding. And like, I don't know how I'm going to develop.
Give me 2 more, guys. I'll definitely have a look at Decentraland.
Are you into? Are you much of a domain purchaser, website, like that kind of stuff?
I bought a ton of them when crypto back in 2016, 2017.
Oh, okay.
Namecoin.
Sorry.
Namecoin. Namecoin. Yeah, wasn't that one of the first alts that was?
Yeah. Stay on track. What's the number 2? So we've got Decentraland. What else?
Ethereum name service. They're domain names on the Ethereum blockchain as NFTs.
Is that the one that puts your ETH address, like your name .eth?
Yeah.
Right. That's already had a bit of controversy, hey?
Oh, I never heard. No.
Well, because people are putting like their usernames, and they're like, there was one of the major ETH devs. They found that he dumped a bunch to fund his game, right?
Oh,
like, oh, major ETH dev, he's dumping, it's going down. And then they found the transaction, and he's like, listen, guys, I'm funding.
So I should basically get over to this ETH one and just buy up Jordan.eth and try and sell it back to you.
Exactly.
Get a hold of Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
HardForking.eth.
I gotta go, guys. Okay, that's interesting. So, I mean, how long has that been around for? I guess all the Davids and Johns and so forth would have been bought up by now, and people are trying to auction them off. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Right.
They're trying to speculate and flip them for a buck. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that at the next show. But yeah, give us a third one.
Say go for a blockchain art project. I'm gonna say super rare right now.
I gotta check that out for sure, because I've been doing all these stickers and pictures and stuff. I want to totally do an NFT for that. I haven't had a chance to yet, but definitely got to get into that full time.
So tell me a bit about that. We'll whack that up now for people to have a look at. But talk us through what's happening there.
So they're artists who are doing up digital paintings and drawings, uploading them to these website platforms, and they're tokenizing them on the blockchain, and then they sell them to collectors. So it's an interesting way to prove ownership of a digital item that you own. Like that the image can be copied over and over again, but it's that proof of ownership that's important. Just like if you were to own the Mona Lisa, you can own a copy of it, but it's worthless. But if you can prove ownership of the real one. So yeah, I'd go for a crypto art project. Super Rare is doing really well right now.
Is Super Rare, is it like connected to physical art, or is it just digital assets?
It's just digital assets. I have reached out to the artists in the past before I've bought the token and arranged shipping of the physical piece.
Oh, nice.
You can negotiate with the artists, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, our buddy here, Vesa, He's been doing that. He's been tokenizing. They were doing that at the last Bitcoin conference, where he brought all these huge physical pieces of art prints, and then he got like Tone Vase and Jimmy Song to sign them, and then they were verifying them on the Bitcoin blockchain.
Yep.
Willie Woo bought his painting there last week. Actually, it's quite an amusing video. I think Willie had a few drinks.
Willie Woozy.
Willie would have been woozy the next day. So I wonder if this is on that platform. I'll definitely check that out. Okay, cool. Excellent. So I think I've now learnt what non-fungible tokens are. I'm going to go and have a look at all three of these right away. And hey, be great to get back together with you guys next week and sort of take it up a level in our analysis of what's happening in the space. And certainly give you my views on what I think on the three that we're about to have a look at. Shall we do that? Is that good with you, Dan?
Yeah, let's work something out. That sounds good.
Cool. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, guys. I'm going to spend the afternoon researching this now. I'm quite fascinated. Is it an area that's sort of experiencing significant growth at the moment? Is there much you can tell us on that front?
So the first year they came out, 2017 with CryptoKitties, and the beginning of 2018 they did really well. 2019 has been kind of stagnant. 2019 was kind of stagnant. There was a little bit of growth in active users and transaction volume. So yeah, we're seeing it pick up a little bit more now in the beginning of 2020. So
okay,
we've done. I'll send you a full report on that we just released last week.
Yeah, please do. So that's something we can put a link to for people to look at. Excellent.
Mm-hmm. Decentraland just launched, right? That was 2 years in the building, right?
Yep.
So it's starting to get more people going in, and then you're getting like the VR headsets are becoming more commonplace and easier, more accessible.
Yep.
So it's definitely growing subsection, I think.
For sure. It was still one of the biggest markets. Awesome.
Cool. So let's get together again in a week and we'll have more of a chat, and I'll definitely going to have a play on the three that you've mentioned here, and look forward to giving you my thoughts in the next chat.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thanks, Dan. Cheers, Jordan.
Talk later, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.